Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News. I have the pleasure to be joined by once again Raven Chapman. Raven, how are you at this
very good.
mad occasion?
Quite hot, yeah. I've even gone for a dress today and I'm still roasting, so yeah, but it's good to be here. You know, you're always going to be in for a treat with a Fury event. So.
I was going to say, definitely, talking about being hot, I want to talk about your last fight in York Hall, a baking night at York Hall, but a fight that you got the job in and got the job done well in as well.
Yeah, it's definitely something we needed. I had to go through some adversities in that fight. I've been cut for the first time ever in my career as a pro or as an amateur. So that was interesting, but it didn't faze me at all, and we got the job done. Like you say, the only thing was the heat in there. You can't really prepare for that if you're in England, I don't think. That was something else. I was saying afterwards, first time I sat down, I've been looking for the ring girl, see what round I'm on every time. It was so hard to sort of concentrate, stay in the zone, and the fact that I did manage to get through it. We didn't really stick to the game plan because I say your brain's a bit frazzled from the heat, so we just did what we needed to do, stick to the basics, got the job done. So it would be interesting to see that fight in a different venue.
Definitely. I mean, even so, you dropped your opponent, you won every round, but like you said, your brain was a bit scrambled. Obviously, Stuart, your team, Wes as well. Kind of, how do they keep you calm in that kind of moment? Obviously, shout out to Cutman, Wes sorted out the cut perfectly as well.
Well, we say that, you know, it's like we've got our routine. I come back to the corner, Stuart comes out, he stood in front of me, Wes is leaning over the ropes, my dad's got the ice on my neck and my back, whereas I'm cut, so instead of seeing Stu in front of me, Wes is in front of me. I've got to look to the side and look at Stu, and just all of that is something that you've got to take in, and I don't think people really take that into consideration, that it changes the whole dynamic of the corner as well. But we all coped with it fine. We're a great team, we work like clockwork. Everyone's got their role, and everyone does it perfectly, so I can't fault the team on that one.
Definitely, I mean, you do have a great team. It's always nice to see your fight nights as well, mate.
We bring the energy, don't we?
Definitely, we were just talking off camera. Obviously, you kept your end of the bargain, getting that win on the McCannBaluta undercard. But then the WBO interim champion lost her fight to Danila Ramos, and then now Ramos has been ordered against Serrano. Talk to me, it must be a bit of a frustrating time.
Yeah, a bit frustrating. Obviously, very typical timing, but like I've said before, everything happens for a reason. Maybe it just wasn't meant to happen this time round. So we'll see what we do next. We'll work on various other routes to go down now. But there's always another option, there's always another route. Unfortunately, our A plan didn't go to plan, so we'll have to go back to the B or the C, you know?
Definitely. Would it still be, obviously, I know Sky's fighting for the WBC interim title, obviously the WBO has just been called. You could still fight for that WBO interim title, but you have to wait a while in rotation. Is it a case of kind of going for the WBA and IBF route, probably?
I don't know yet. Obviously, I'm leaving that down to Queensbury and to Steffi and see what they come up with. The world title eliminator fights are kind of what we want next, and that's what they're going to be going for.
Definitely, I think it's what you deserve as well, mate, from your last few performances. I do want to touch on that Serrano-Ramos fight. Obviously, 12 threes, unified titles. I don't think the WBC has sanctioned it, but what are your opinion on the 12 threes? Is that something that you'd be interested in the future, or are you kind of, do you want to keep it to the 10-2?
I think as an athlete, 100%. It's what we want to do. We want to be contesting of what is a normal boxing fight, if you like, the 12 threes for a championship fight. As a boxing fan, the 2 minutes are exciting to watch. They go by quite quickly. There's a lot of action in there. So there's arguments for both sides. As the athlete and the boxer that I am, personally, 12 threes, because that's what the men do. Why can't we do it? That's boxing. Then there's no difference then, isn't it? We're all just boxing. There's no definitive change in the sport.
Definitely. I mean, it's an exciting time either way. But Raven, I know you're going to have loads of people here queuing up, so I won't keep you too long. But thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Great to see you.
Cheers. You too.